Hello, I am Neha Sharma. You are watching the program Discussion on Spiritual Knowledge. Let us start with the program and know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj versus the respected Acharya Shri Vijay Dharm Dhurandhar Sureshwar Ji Maharaj.
Does the rebirth happen of a Tirthankar?
Not at all. Rebirth does not happen of a Tirthankar. The reason is, in the state of Tirthankar, they have overcome the exponential karmas. And at the time they attain nirvana only when they overcome the remaining 4 karmas,
Which we call non-exponential deeds.
In this manner, after getting liberated from all the 8 deeds, not just Tirthankar, but no one can be reborn.
One more question we would like to ask. What are the means of worshipping God?
There can be hundreds of means to worship God. Yes. Every such means will be called the means of worship through which the soul can go and sit near the throne of the Lord. The methods to bring soul close to Him, those means are called worship, and in every tradition there are many such methods. Yes, I would like to say one thing, that in worship, if something is of utmost importance, then it is the devotion. And through devotion, he moves towards worship. Therefore, I would like to say that devotion is the basic element. Devotion is the root of worship. Devotion is the seed of worship. I would certainly say this.
Is your worship in accordance with the guidance of the path of God Sri Mahavir Jain Ji?
See, I can say this much, that I am dedicated to him. To live according to him is my goal. But I can truly say only this, that I do try. Yes, most of my efforts are incomplete. I also accept that. But he is my God. He is my goal. I consider him to be everything in my life. I can say only this. But by not following his words, my salvation is not possible. I personally believe that. And my gratitude, my blessedness is also that I can move according to the command, according to the instructions of God. I do not follow, I am not able to follow, I am doing incomplete efforts, I do accept it.
These were the thoughts of the respected Acharya Shri Vijay Dharm Dhurandhar Sureshwar Ji Maharaj. And now let us know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
The Supreme Father, the complete Brahma, the creator of the whole universe, the Lord of the lineage Kabir Dev Ji, Kabir Sahib Ji. He is the creator of all souls. He is our Father. He is our true well-wisher, that God Himself came and gave us this knowledge that you are stuck in the trap of Kal. This Kal, the Lord of the 21 universes, has kept you completely ignorant. Here, God has reminded us that this human life has been given to you only to attain God and do good deeds. By not doing this, whatever activities you are doing, those even other creatures, animals and birds are also doing. They have more affection than you, more attachment than you. To raise their children, they raise them with more affection than you, and the same desires are in you. So, what is the difference between us and those birds and animals? Nothing. God Kabir Dev Ji came and told us, Manush janam paaye kar, jo nahi rate harinam, jaise kuan jal bina, phir banwaya kya kaam. Our souls, today we are humans, and special facilities are available to us in human life. We do not even think and approve that we will become animals. We do not even believe this. Alright, it is said that if your mind does not work, then you should take advice from a sensible person. So God became an enlightened saint and did a spectacle here and gave us the knowledge that this will happen with you. the message that God has given us, and if you follow that, you will be saved from these disasters. God has also given this information that if you do this, then that will be the result. The solution for this has been told that if you take initiation from a complete saint, then the disasters that are to come to you will be avoided. These will not be prevented by fake gurus. So what has been told?
फिर पीछे तू पशुआ कीजे दीजे बैल बना.
After leaving this body, those who do not do true worship and are also doing devotion are sitting with fake gurus will also suffer. Because guru should be complete, knowledge should be true, and devotion of the disciple remains firm lifelong, then there is no doubt in attaining salvation. He should stay in dignity. By violating the rules, you will not get any benefit.
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती बना पजावे खरवो. तेरी क्या बुनियाद पुरानी तू पेंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
It is said that sage like Sukhdev also suffered in 84 lakh life forms and
और तेरी क्या बुनियाद पुरानी तू पेंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
Panda means that way, that route, that path. Adopt that true spiritual path with which your tragedy can finish. Adopt that path with which you avoid misery. You should not go in the life forms of animals, birds, do true worship. And what has been told?
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती और बना पजावे खरवो.
Great sage like Sukhdev also kept wandering in 84 lakh life forms. Sukhdev Rishi told himself that I once became a donkey, was bearing 84 lakh life forms. I became blind. As I was blind, my owner left me. He hit me, abandoned me. I started walking towards forest, taking support from the bushes. There was a drain ahead. I was about to fall in the drain. I wanted to jump, but got stuck in the middle. The mouth stuck ahead, the rear part fit at the back. It became like a pipe, a pulley. It was a distant place in the forest. Only 1 or 2 people used to go through that path. Nobody took me out. They started crossing by putting feet on my back. They made my pulley. After suffering for 15-20 days, I died there due to hunger and thirst. Now what does God Kabir tell?
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती बना पजावे खरवो.
Khar means donkey.
और तेरी क्या बुनियाद पुरानी तू पेंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
Now virtuous souls, it is said that if a person does not believe himself, then history should be looked at so that you can believe that such havoc has been truly wreaked on us many times. For this, I will show you an example, a sample. There had been a great man named Mahavir Jain, and how much suffering happened to that soul, it has been mentioned in their book itself, and that is true. Let me show you now. Virtuous souls, every soul is trying to do worship of God, but by not getting true path, by not getting a complete saint, they waste their life even after doing worship. I will show you the history of the Jain religion. Virtuous souls, we will reasonably see this. Do not consider this as criticism. Consider this as a humanitarian effort of this servant. Criticism is false blame by talking bad about someone for his own selfish gains, no, for welfare. What has been written in the biography of these great men, this servant is only reading and bringing it face to face. Someone might think because already we have been confused a lot by them. Scriptures told something and instead of telling the truth, they kept telling us the wrong knowledge. We thought they are scholars, they must be telling truth. Therefore, the servant wants that once bitten, twice shy. Therefore, this servant is showing you the scriptures face to face with this modern technology. This modern technology which God has given us, the projector, TV, etc. God gave us for this reason. Otherwise, why could they make these earlier? This is not a human level discovery. It has been 4 eras. Till today, they could not build any aircraft and could do anything. By attaching 6 mules to a cart, they moved it like a chariot and took it everywhere. Therefore, God has given this so that you may identify God and get salvation, because now peak time has come for devotion. The middle generation has started, and now this knowledge will spread all over the world. Therefore, God has given this facility now for the last 10 years. Earlier, these TV channels, etc. were not there. There used to be just one government channel. So divine's grace is on you. This servant is just reading and telling. Now I will show you the history of Jain religion. Sri Rishabh Dev Ji is the founder of Jainism. And the complete God came and met Rishabh Dev Ji because God says, गोता मारूं स्वर्ग में जा बैठूं पाताल और कहे कबीर ढूंढता फिरूं अपने हीरे मादिक लाल. He was a king, a very noble person. Desire for God was deep in his heart. So God went and gave him knowledge that Rishabh Dev, the worship that you are doing, is not the path of salvation. Garib Das Ji has written in his speech that Rishabh Dev ke aya kavi name Kartar. The Kavi named Kartar, Kabir Dev, went to Rishabh Dev and told him that I am that Kavi. That Kabir Dev, Kabir Sahib, whom we call Kabir Dev, about whom it has been written in the Vedas, I am that God. Rishabh Dev Ji believed it, as these sages tell, the same has been mentioned in Vedas. So he also discussed with his sages and saints, who were his gurus. They said he lies. There is no such mention in the Vedas. So Rishabh Dev Ji got tremendous inspiration to worship. He got a special inspiration to attain God. By souls, what happens? God has awakened the flame of worship in him. He created inspiration. Like the devout souls develop a special yearning in 2-4 talks and they move towards devotion. Like there is a flame, there is ghee in a bowl, a flame is lit in that, and if that flame extinguishes at any time, then there is ghee already in it. Also Jyoti is there, so if the matchstick lights it, then it immediately burns. Those who are virtuous souls, their earlier virtues remain. If there are devotional deeds within, then immediately they move towards devotion. And those who do not have such previous deeds, then they begin and are made to donate worship by preaching satsang. Their deeds are enhanced. Then after that, flame is lit. They can also start. So immediately high inspiration developed to attain God. God gave this same knowledge as this servant is telling you, that such a misfortune will happen if you will not do devotion, then this will happen. He immediately became alert. He had the yearning to attain God. Now, he came once Maharaji, God, and those gurus used to meet him every day, Brahmans, because greedy of money used to visit house of king daily. So they made him forget the knowledge of God. But still, that lovely soul could not live without devotion. God developed such yearning in him. By leaving his kingdom to his children to attain God, attiring according to his wish, with whatever knowledge he had from those sages, he chanted Om Mantra and did force worship, he did austerity. For 1000 years, he held silence. For 1 year, let me tell you that detail right now. So, the point is that at that time, Rishabh Dev Ji, from where he started devotion, at that time, there used to be only one Om Mantra. Even these sages did not know about another practice. So, chanting Om Mantra and together with this Hat Yog, which this Kal told through ether voice to Brahmaji when he was sitting on the lotus flower, meditate, meditate. Lord Brahma meditated for 1000 years. So that was Kal. Brahmaji thought that this is the command of God, but there is no proof in the Vedas. The knowledge in the Vedas has been given by the complete God that was fed in the conscience of Brahm. Brahm had to say it out when the right time came. There were 5 Vedas. He kept 4 Vedas and destroyed 1 Veda which had great detail about God. God himself comes to tell that destroyed knowledge. So, now the context is of Rishabdev Ji. So this Jainism started with such a good soul, Rishabdev Ji. Rishabdev Ji is considered the first Tirthankar and the founder of Jainism. This servant wants to tell this, that by not doing true worship, the creature remains unhappy even while they do a devotion. Look at this. Jain Culture Dictionary, Jain History, Culture, Art and Archaeology. From where has this been printed? Jain Culture Dictionary, Jain History, Culture, Art and Archaeology, first volume. The author is Professor Bhagchandra Jain Bhaskar and Sanmati Oriental Research Institute, Nagpur, Art and Religion Research Institute, Varanasi. See this full page. Now the publisher is Jain Culture Dictionary, first section. The author is Professor Bhagchandra Jain Bhaskar. These two together are publishers. Respectfully dedicated in the memory of the late revered father Shri Gorelal Ji Jain and the revered Shri Matushri Tulsa Devi Jain. Now, look at page 175. Grandson of Rishabdev Marichi, son of Bharat, who is considered to be the originator of Vedic religion in Puran. Vedic religion was started by this Marichi. Now, pious souls, see this carefully. You are a very intelligent child. You have even made a computer, so you can understand this very easily. The grandson of Rishabdev Ji, that is Marichi, who was the son of Bharat, and Marichi, who is considered as the originator of Vedic religion in Puran. Later, this same Marichi became Vardhaman Mahavir Jain in the Jain tradition. The same soul of Marichi, who was the grandson of Rishabdev. Now look ahead. Look at this on page 176. Development and History of Jainism. Life events of Tirthankar Rishabdev Ji. Tirthankar Rishabdev Ji was the son of the last Kulkar Nabhiraj. His mother was Maru Devi. That Ikshvaku Vanshi Nabhiraj was a popular king of Ayodhya. On being young, Nabhiraj married Rishabdev to Sunanda and Sumangala. He married him with 2 wives. Sunanda gave birth to the stunning son Bahubali and daughter Sundari. 2 children were born, and Sumangala gave birth to 99 sons, including Bharat and daughter Brahmi. Means Rishabdev had 100 sons and 2 daughters. When time came, Rishabdev abandoned the world by handing Bharat the kingdom of Ayodhya to Bahubali Takshila and to the rest of the young sons remaining kingdom according to the best of their ability. Means he did not die but left the house. After taking initiation from some sage, he got absorbed in meditation. After following a guru during the meditation period, Pani Patri, Rishabdev remained without food for 1 year. He did not eat anything for 1 year. Later, Shreyans Kumar, the grandson of Bahubali broke his fast by giving Iksurus. Saint Rishabdev, who did penance continuously for 1,000 years, again he did penance for 1,000 years, finally attained Kaivalya knowledge. These are 4 liberations. Out of them, he only attained Kaivalya knowledge. He started giving initiation, he started giving mantra. The first initiation means the first sermon. Whom did he give? He gave to Marichi, the son of Bharat. Means he gave to his grandson Marichi, and the same Marichi later became Mahavir Jain, who later became the 24th Tirthankar, Mahavira. The first initiation after doing austerity for 1,000 years, Rishabdev started giving name initiation, and the first mantra initiation he gave to his grandson, to Marichi, the son of Bharat, and this same Marichi later became the 24th Tirthankar Mahavira, who is called Mahavir Jain. Virtuous souls, it is your good fortune that the secret of scriptures is being revealed. Till now, neither the people of Jain religion could understand the secret written in their books, nor the virtuous souls of Hindu religion are familiar with their scriptures, because these fake gurus did not have knowledge. Till today, they could not tell who are the parents of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and this has been written in the history. They tell them to be immortal, Ajaro Amar, but they are mortal. So, in this way, they have confused us, they have wreaked havoc on us. These fake gurus, they have destroyed our lives. God comes, they misbehave with him and suppresses his knowledge, but God has fixed this time that I would educate everyone in Kali Yuga. After that, I will tell my identity to my children. They will understand it easily. So today, from a child to an old man is understanding this knowledge very well. Now let me show you what disaster happened to Mahavir Jain. Now it has become clear that Marichi took initiation from Rishabdev Ji, who was the first Tirthankar, and how much trouble did the same soul bear. What did the same creature of Mahavir Jain became later? Now look in their book itself. This book is Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane, Dharam Manch question and answer series. The writer is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri. Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane. The writer is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri, Jambudweep, Hastinapur. The publisher is Srimati Sunita Jain, Jambudweep, Hastinapur, Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. From where has this been published? The printer is Dhirendra Jain, New Rishabh Offset Printers, Meerut. Some part has been cut. We will start from the 293rd page. Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane, special content. What are the other names of Lord Sri Mahavir? Answer. There are 5 other names: Veer, Ativir, Sanmati, Mahavir and Vardhaman. Now let's move to page number 294. And this is question number 3351. Where does the life story of Lord Mahavir begin? It began from a person named Pururva belonging to Bhil tribe. This means long before becoming Marichi, he was a Bhil. Where was he prior to this? They do not know. That is why they started from here. Who was Pururva Bhil and what did he do? He was a king of Bhils from Pundarikini, a place in Pushkalavati country. He had taken a vow from sage Sagar Sen to not consume meat and alcohol, which he followed all his life. Then where did the soul of Lord Mahavir go from the body of Pururva? First, he became a deity in Saudharma heaven with a life equal to the lifespan of a sea. After the first heaven, in which body did the soul of Lord Mahavir go? Now they started from here that he was a Bhil. After Bhil, he went to heaven. After that, he was born as eldest son Marichi to Queen Anantmati and King Bharat. This is the same Marichi, grandson of Rishabdev, and he only becomes Mahavir Jain in future. From Marichi's body, Lord Mahavir's soul entered which body? he became a deity in greater heaven. Now see, after taking initiation from Rishabdev, from that great soul, he went to heaven because in earlier times, Om mantra was given to be chanted, which leads to attainment of greater heaven, whether you call it Brahmalok or heaven or greater heaven or Brahma heaven. After greater heaven, Brahma Swarg, in which body did the soul of Lord Mahavir go? He was born as a son named Jatil to Kapil Brahman's dark wife in Ayodhya. Then he went to heaven. Then he was born as a son named Agni, say, to Agni Bhut, Brahman's wife Gautam, in a village called Sutika. Then he again went to heaven. Then in Bharat region, he was born as a son named Agni Mitra. Then he went to Mahendra heaven. Let us come on the point important to us. On page 295, he was born as a son named Bhardwaj to Shalke Brahman's wife in Mandir Nagar. This sage became Bhardwaj, and then from Bhardwaj's body, where did Lord Mahavir's soul go? Became a deity in Mahendra heaven or in Brahmalok. Then from Mahendra heaven, where did Lord Mahavir's soul go? Became a Nigodia being with an age equivalent to the age of the sea in Itar Nigod. After Nigod, where did Lord Mahavir's soul go? It entered many physical bodies, many physical life forms. 1,000 times it became acacia tree. 80,000 times took the body of a seashell. 20,000 times took the body of a neem tree. 90,000 times took the body of a banana tree, that is, he became a banana tree. 3,000 times he took the body of sandalwood tree. 50 million times he took the body of kanade tree. 60,000 times he became a prostitute. 50 million times he took the body of a hunter. And 200 million times an elephant. 600 million times a donkey. Oh my God. 300 million times a dog. 600 million times he took the body of an impotent. 200 million times he took the body of a woman. 9 million times he took the body of a washerman. 80 million times he took the body of a horse. 200 million times he took the body of a cat. 6 million times he died due to miscarriage, died in the mother's womb. And 8 million times he took the body of a deity. He became a deity only for 8 million times and became a donkey, became a dog 300 million times. It is more than enough to become a dog once, which nullifies becoming a deity. A dog gets infected by worms in the head, may suffer from itching, his leg may break, does not know where to lie down in winter, and 600 million times he lived as a donkey. Pious souls, this work is of a teacher. To understand the scriptures themselves, practice them self-experience and do worship, then there is inspiration and God gives true knowledge. Now see. Its conclusion is that Rishabdev Ji took initiation from some saint. After that he did worship, and then for 1,000 years Rishabdev Ji did meditation. After that, when he finished his practice, then he immediately made Marichi his first disciple, and later the same became Mahavir Jain. So means, what was the misfortune of a creature who worshipped Om Mantra according to Vedas? He became a deity 80 lakh times, and you have seen the rest of this history. He endured countless sufferings. 60 crore times donkey, 30 crore times dog, 20 crore times cat. Oh my God. Our souls, it is so scary. So much suffering is happening to us and we are still not opening our eyes. We are not recognizing true spiritual knowledge. We are not identifying God. Now what will happen? Misery continued for that soul of Mahavir. Later, the same soul of Marichi became Mahavir Jain. It has been written in the history of Mahavir Jain Ji that he did not make any guru and left home as a monk and started living naked. He used to practice on his own. He did forced worship for a few days, then he started expressing his own thoughts in public. The current worship in Jainism is the one started by Mahavir Jain Ji 363 hypocritical. Pakhand means nonsense practices. The entire Jain religion is following them. Now, how much suffering happened to Marichi, who worshipped according to the Vedas by acquiring the Guru according to the tradition? Let us revise once again in case we don't remember. Look, this is the same book, Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane. The writer is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri, Jambudweep, Hastanapur. I will show you some. Now, this suffering is of that creature who did worship while living in the Guru tradition of this Kal, of the soul of Marichi. Look at this, I will show a bit. 60,000 times prostitute's body, 5 crore times the life of a hunter, was made by a hunter. Kal got so many ill deeds accumulated. 20 crore times life form of an elephant, 60 crore times the life form of a donkey, 30 crore times life form of a dog, 60 crore times as an impotent, 20 crore times as a female, 90 lakh times as a washerman, 8 crore times as a horse, 20 crore times as a cat, 60 lakh times died due to miscarriage, and only 80 lakh times he became deity. For only 80 lakh times he became deity, and then so much misery. This misery is of that creature who was duly practicing by remaining in Guru tradition of Kal. After that, he also went to hell, the soul of Marichi. Then he went to the first hell. Then he became Mahavir Jain. He became the 24th Tirthankar, God Sri Mahavir Jain. Then he became God Mahavir. How many Pakhand Mat, Pharisaicism, nonsense did Lord Mahavir start? He started 363 Pakhand Mat, pious souls. This has come to a decisive moment, this correct spiritual knowledge of God. Now, we cannot describe what misery would have happened to Mahavir Jain because he did not make any guru and started Pakhand Mat. Pakhand Mat means arbitrary worship by abandoning scriptures-based worship. He started it, which all the followers of Jainism are presently practicing that. So, what will happen to them? It is needless to say. This needs to be understood. Now, what disaster happened to Rishabh Dev Ji? I will show you. See this. Srimad Bhagavad Sudha Sagar, published by Gita Press, Gorakhpur, written by Lord Vedvyas, Srimad Bhagavat, simple Hindi interpretation of 12 skands, along with the verses Sukh Sagar, published by Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Publisher and printer Gita Press, Gorakhpur, Govind Bhavan Karyalay, Kolkata Ka Sansthan. These are their fax phone numbers. See here, on page 280, God Rishabh Dev was the jewel of all the gods like Indra, still like the great men. He kept his divinity a secret from sages with respect to attributes, clothing, language, and behavior by adopting various forms at last to teach the sages the method of giving up their physical bodies. He had to leave his body. He saw God as an inseparable entity situated in his conscience in the similar form, freeing up from subsequent lust, freeing up from pride of soul, took retirement. In this way, after getting free from the pride of this soul, Lord Rishabh Dev Ji's physical body kept roaming this earth, depending on pride and desire illusion of Yog Maya. He went to Devash, Konk, Venk, and southern etc. countries of Kutak, Karnataka, and kept a small piece of rock in his mouth. Rishabh Dev Ji had kept a small stone in his mouth and hair messed up like a lunatic in Digambar, that is, completely naked. Started wandering in Kutka Chalke forest. At that time, a thunderstorm caused a fierce fire due to friction of bamboo trees in the forest. The fire razed and engulfed the whole forest along with Rishabh Dev Ji. Rishabh Dev Ji was burnt to death by fire in the forest of Davanal. He was wandering there naked with a stone in his mouth. Are these the traits of a sage? You judge on your own, pious souls. Now this bad condition of Rishabh Dev Ji happened when he was practicing as per the rules of Kal.
Does the rebirth happen of a Tirthankar?
Not at all. Rebirth does not happen of a Tirthankar. The reason is, in the state of Tirthankar, they have overcome the exponential karmas. And at the time they attain nirvana only when they overcome the remaining 4 karmas,
Which we call non-exponential deeds.
In this manner, after getting liberated from all the 8 deeds, not just Tirthankar, but no one can be reborn.
These were the thoughts of the Venerable Acharya Shri Vijay Dharm Dhurandhar Sureshwar Ji Maharaj. Let us know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj.
To fool others, these ignorant people say that one who becomes a Tirthankar, one who attains the title of Tirthankar, his rebirth does not happen. This is also their mistake. Rishabh Dev Ji was born. He became Baba Adam. See the book, Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane. This book is Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane. Just showed this to you. The author is Praveen Chandra Jain, M.A. Shastri, Jambudweep, Hastinapur. The publisher is Mrs. Sunita Jain from Jambudweep, Hastinapur, Meerut. The printer is Dhirendra Jain, New Rishabh Offset Printers, Meerut. Phone number so and so. Now in this, I will show what was the next birth of Rishabh Dev Ji on page 154, Aao Jain Dharam Ko Jane, on 154 page, which all Tirthankar are worshipped in all religions. The question is, which Tirthankar is worshipped in all religions? Shri Adinath, that means Rishabh Dev Ji. What is Lord Adinath considered in the religion of Islam? Answer, Baba, Adam Baba. Which incarnation of Lord Vishnu is considered Lord Shri Adinath in Vedic texts? Answer, 8th incarnation. We have to remember that in Islam religion, Lord Adinath, that is Rishabh Dev Ji, was born as Baba Adam. Virtuous souls, you have got human life. And the motivation to do devotion is strong in you because you have wandered at many places. You have also made gurus. But what benefits will you get from those gurus? With this satsang, with this spiritual knowledge, you can easily understand. Now I will show you where did Baba Adam, that is Rishabh Dev Ji, go. He went to Pitralok. There is a common place where heaven on one side and there is a very wide Pitralok on the other side. Those who attain the Pitra life form, those souls reach that Pitralok. I will show you biography of Hazrat Muhammad. First, I will tell you verbally a little. A mule-like animal came from above and took Hazrat Muhammad Ji. A deity named Jabril took him above on a mule-like animal. It is told that he saw in heaven that a person was laughing when looked to the right and was crying badly after seeing left side. Hazrat Muhammad Ji asked from Jabril deity, from the angel, that who is this person? Why is he laughing and why is he crying? Jabril told that he is Baba Adam. On the right side are his noble children in heaven. Good children are happy. And on the left side is hell. In that hell, his ill-fated children are bearing great pain. When he looks at the right side, he becomes happy, seeing his children happy, and on the left side, seeing his worthless children suffering in hell. They are being tortured. He is crying, seeing them. Think, this benefit was received to Rishabdev Ji. Now this benefit happened to Rishabdev Ji with that worship. He went to Pitralok. He was born as Baba Adam. Is this called heaven? Now there is no peace even in that heaven to Rishabdev Ji. To Baba Adam, there also sometimes he is laughing, sometimes crying. So what is the difference between here and there? These worships have this benefit, and what this servant will tell, God has come and told what will be the benefit from that. I'll tell you that also. Now look at the biography of Hazrat Muhammad, the founder of Muslim religion, biography of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The writer is Muhammad Inayatullah Subhani. This is the biography of Hazrat Muhammad Ji sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is their title, Muhammad Inayatullah Subhani. The translator is Naseem Ghazi Falahi. They have written this in the Arabic language. He is the translator of Hindi. Markazi Maktaba, Islami Publishers, New Delhi. Islami Sahitya Trust publication 81, all rights reserved. This is the original book translated in Hindi from Muhammad Arabi Urdu. The publisher is Markazi Maktaba Islami Publishers, D307, Dawat Nagar, Abdul Fazal Enclave, Jamia Nagar, New Delhi. These are their phone number and fax number. The printer is HS Offset Printers, New Delhi. We will start from its 161st page. Dear Prophet Salal means Hazrat Muhammad is telling that tonight Burak named animal came on which I toured Baitul Maqdis. When I reached there, a group of nobles came in which Ibrahim means all these notable people of Islam religion and Christianity are in that Pitralok. Ibrahim alayhi salam was also there. Musa and Isa alayhi were also there. I got them all to pray namaz. Hazrat Muhammad is telling that in Pitralok, Musa ji and Isa ji, with whom Christianity has started, were there, and I got them all to pray namaz. Now we come to page 164. Dear Prophet means Hazrat Muhammad is telling, sitting with his true companions, he started talking about the many big gifts that Allah had given him. Hazrat Muhammad ji is telling his colleagues, Muhammad ji, the originator of the Muslim religion, he described the experience of going to the sky from Baitul Maqdis. He also explained whatever spectacles of nature he saw there. You, that is Hazrat Muhammad Salal, Hazrat Muhammad told that in this way, Hazrat Jabrail alayhi first took me to the sky. There Hazrat Adam alayhi, the father of humans, met. His condition was that when he looked to the right side, he used to become happy, means start laughing, and looking on the left side, he would be filled with tears of sorrow because on the right side was his noble children. The deeds of the good children were there, and on the left side were of the bad ones. Hazrat Adam alayhi saw you, Salal, that is, saw Hazrat Muhammad and said, you are welcome here, O noble Prophet, O noble son. That Baba Adam is speaking to Hazrat Muhammad, you are welcome here, O noble Prophet, O noble son. You, Salal asked. Hazrat Muhammad asked Jabril. He asked from the deity Jabril, who is he? Jabril replied, this is Baba. This is Adam alayhi. He is Baba Adam, father of all the people. Then Jabril alayhi took you Salal to another sky. Then to the third, likewise they proceeded. Which prophet you passed by? These nice words echoed in the ears. Now, pious souls, this is your good fortune that God has relieved you from the crusher of Kal and made you sit here and has showered this nectar on you. If we step into any field, then we also need time for that. One child goes to study in school. To complete BA, he needs 14 years free. Then he can study 14. And then what does he get? An arrangement for daily bread. Even that may or may not happen. There is no guarantee. And this is such a big project of self-welfare, the work of great beneficence. You will also need time for this. You will have to attend this class if you want to get rid of here, else this disaster is ready. Now you have seen that Baba, that is Sri Rishabh Dev Ji, founder of the Jain religion, what did he become and how did he die? And this Kal does misery like this even to such a good soul. And then later the mantra he gave to Marichi, what misfortune happened to him. And Mahavir Jain, the same soul became Mahavir Jain. He had no guru, further he did not have scriptures based worship. He himself did hypocrisy. He himself did hypocritical practice. Nonsense. Pakand means nonsense. And he got these nonsenses started further. The Jains of the present day are practicing that. What will be happening to them is understood. And the same Rishabh Dev Ji became Baba Adam. What misery is happening to him in heaven? There also he has no rest. Now, God came and told,
ब्रह्मांड 2100 आग लगी है, कृत्रिम बाजी सभी ठगी है.
it is said in the 21 universes of this Kal, there is suffering everywhere. No creature is happy. Now the context was,
सुखदेव ने 84 भुगती बना पजावे खरवो, तेरी क्या बुनियाद पराणी तू पंडा पंथ पकड़वो.
now what is your status, souls? You adopt that path, adopt that way with which no suffering happens to you. You should never have birth and death. Then God used to say,
निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार, निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार, जहाँ पर तनिक ना न्याय विचार. पाखंडी की पूजा जग में, संत को कहें लबाड़. पाखंडी की पूजा जग में, संत को कहें लबाड़. अज्ञानी को परम विवेकी, ज्ञानी को मूड गंवार. निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार, निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार, जहाँ पर तनिक न न्याय विचार. कह कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, यहाँ सब उल्टा व्यवहार. कह कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, यहाँ सब उल्टा व्यवहार. सच्चों को तो ये झूठा बतावे, इन झूठों का एतबार. निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार, निरंजन धन तेरा दरबार, जहाँ पर तनिक ना न्याय विचार.
सुन रहे थे जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी के मंगल प्रवचन। अधिक जानकारी के लिए विजिट कीजिए हमारी वेबसाइट www.jagatgururampalji.org। संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी के शुभ आशीर्वाद से पूरे विश्व भर में 500 से भी ज्यादा नाम दीक्षा केंद्र हैं, जिन पर संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी द्वारा ऑनलाइन निशुल्क नाम दीक्षा दी जा रही है। अपने नजदीकी नाम दीक्षा केंद्र का पता करने के लिए संपर्क करें 8222880541।